Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. In last lecture, we started a new topic, indices. We did some questions from exercise 4A, book 3, 7 edition. Today, we will continue the same exercise 4A from book 3, seventh edition. In last lecture, we did question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Today, we will do question number 5, 6, 7 and so on. Before I start question number 5, I want to repeat all laws of indices. The first law is, if two bases are multiplied and both bases are same, the power or exponent should be added. A power m multiplied by a power n result a power m plus n. If two same bases are divided, then their power should be subtracted. So a power m divided by a power n result a power m minus n. Third law says power to the power is always multiplied. So if we have a to the power m and whole power n, the answer is m multiplied by n, which is m into n mn. The fourth law says if we have two different numbers, two different bases which are multiplied but both have same exponent or same index, so we can write a power m into b power m. We can just multiply both the bases, both different bases, and write the same powers once, only one time. The fifth law says if we have two different numbers but same exponent and both the numbers are divided, then we can write a power m divided by b power m in terms of a upon b whole power m. Let's start question number 5. Simplify each of the following. Student, simplify means as small as possible. So look at part A. H square k multiplied by h power 11 k to the power 9. So we have to simplify this h square k multiplied by h power 11 into k power 9. First solution, first write h square into h11 k1 into k9. What we did, we just arrange the terms, like terms in a side. This is h square, so write h11 with h square. This is multiply sign, this is k. If nothing, then power is 1, k power 1 into k power 9. So apply first law on this, h square into h11. What is the answer? 2 plus 11, you can write directly, 11 plus 2 is 13 into 1 plus 9 is 10, or h13 k10 is your answer. I hope you understand. We apply first law in both the terms, h square, h11. The only terms of h is square and the term of h is 11. So 11 plus 2 is 13 and 9 plus 1 is 10. See part B. This is part B, minus m to the power 7 into n to the power 3. Student, if there is no sign between the number, it means they are multiplying. So you can say m minus m power 7 multiplied by n power cube, multiplied by 4 m power 11 multiplied by n power 9. So apply first law. First you have to write this is 4, this is minus sign. So if you multiply 4 by minus sign, you will get minus 4 m. This is power 7. Okay, first you have to write m and n together like this. Now minus 4 m power 7 into m11. Apply first law. Both the bases are same, just add both powers. 11 plus 7 is 18, n cube and 9. Add both the powers. 9 plus 3 is 12. So this is your answer. As there is no relation between m and n, so we cannot add power of m and power of n, because first law says if we have bases are same and both bases are multiplied, then power will be added. See part C. 11 p power 6 q power 7 multiply 2 p power 3 q power 10. So first we have to multiply constants. The constants are 11 and 2. You know 11 2s are 22 p power 6 p power 3 q7 q10. So 22 p power 6 p power 3, add both the powers. 6 plus 3 is 9. This is q power 7 and this is q power 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. And this is our final answer. Look at part D. In part D, what is question? H power 9 k power 6 divided by h power 5 k power 4. So we will apply second law, because second law tells us if we have same basis and if both bases are divided, so we just subtract their exponent or power. So this is h9 divided by this is h5. So h9 minus 5. This is k6, k divided by k4. So k6 minus 4. So h, your final answer is h9 minus 5, because the power of h is 5. 9 minus 5 is h power 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So the final answer is h power 4 and k square. I hope you understand. We apply second law on this question and we can take same basis. H operate h and k operate k. See last part of question number 5. 15 m power 8 n power 7 divided by 3 m square n power nothing. So if nothing, then 1. First we have to divide 15 divided by 3. What is the answer if we divide 15 by 3? 15 upon 3 is 5, because 3 5s are 15. So the answer is 5 m. This is 8, this is 2. 8 minus 2, m operate 2 m. This is n7, this is 1, 5 m. 8 minus 2 is 6, 7 minus 1 is 6. So 5 m6 n6 is your answer. So I hope you understand. Indices are very easy if you apply the correct law on the situation. See question number 6, part A. And the question is same. I didn't write. The question is same. Simplify each of the following. This is question number 6, part A. What is question number 6? A square to the power 3 into A5. So which law we have to apply on this situation? We have to apply third law, because power to the power is always multiply. 2 3s are 6 and this A5 remains A5. And now after apply this law, we will apply one more law, that is law number 1, because if the bases are same, then powers will be added. 6 plus 5, I directly write 11. Okay students, see part B. Power to the power, 3 7s are 21, 4 5s are 20. Okay, if bases are same, then powers are added. What is 21 plus 20? You know 21 plus 20 is 41. So B power 41 is your final answer. Come to part C. 6 5s are 30 because both the powers are both the powers are power to the power is always multiplied. 6 5s are 30. Divide by minus c square. What is the answer? This is very easy. This is 30 and this is 2. So we will apply second law. If bases are same, then power should be subtracted. So 30 minus 2. What about this minus sign? This remains same, minus. So minus c, 30 minus 2 is 28. So the answer is minus c power 28. I hope you understand. Look at part D. Part D is minus 3d cube whole power 2 divided by 2d cube, 2d whole cube. It's very easy. In this case, because this square is applied on this whole bracket, so we will apply 2 on minus 3 and d cube as well. How? Look at this. We will apply this 2 on 3 and this 2 on d cube. Divided by here 2d whole cube. So same case, apply this 3 on 3 and this 3 on d. Which law we apply? See this. Look at carefully. A multiplied by b power m is always equals to a power m b power m. If two numbers are multiplied with some power, we can apply the power on individual term. Okay? So minus 3 square. You know, student, minus to the power even number are always positive. What are even numbers? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So minus square is plus and 3 square is 3 3. 3 3 is a 9. D. Power to the power is always multiply. 3 2 is a 6. Divided by 2 cube. 2 cube means multiply 2 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2 is a 4. 4 2 is a 8. So 8 d cube. Our final answer would be 9 upon 8 d. Apply second law. If we have same basis, we just subtract both the powers. The power of d is 6 in this case and the power of d is 3. So 6 minus 3 is 3. So our final answer is 9 upon 8 d cube. I hope you understand. See part F. It's very easy. 4f6 3. So apply this law. What this law says? If two numbers are multiplied and they have some power, then we apply the power on individual terms. So 4f6 power 3 means 4 to the power 3 f6 to the power 3 divided by minus 2 to the power 3 and f3 to the power 3. What is the answer? 4 cube. 4 cube is 4 into 4 into 4. 4 into 4 into 4 is 64. F. Power to the power is always multiply. 6 3 is the 18. Divided by minus to the power odd number is always minus. What are odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on. So minus cube is minus. 2 cube. Excuse me. 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. F. Power to the power is 3 3 is a 9. Okay. See this. I can rub this. Now see remaining. This is 64 divided by minus 8. So what you have to write? 64 divided by minus 8. And this is F18. Apply second law. This is F18 divided by this is F9. 18 minus 9 is what? 18 minus 9. So 8 8s are 64. You can cancel, just division. And F 18 minus 9 is 9. So your final answer would be minus 8F to the power 9. I hope you understand. Next part is C square D square into minus 5 C cube D cube square. So this C square remains C square D square into. Apply this law. If numbers are multiplied which have some power, so we apply the power of individual terms. So this 2 is applied minus 5 and C square and D cube square. So your final answer is C square D square minus 5 square. Minus 5 square is 25 because 5 5s are 25 and minus to the power 11 power even is plus. So 5 square is 25. C power to the power is always multiplied. 3 2s are 6. Power to the power is always multiplied. 3 2s are 6. What is the final answer? Just write 25 first. This is C square, this is 6 C6. So add both the powers. This is D square, this is D6. Apply first law. Bases are same, then powers are added. But only powers are added only when the bases are same. So we apply first law on C square and C6 and first law on D square and D6. 2 plus 6 is 8 and 2 plus 6 is 8. So the final answer is 25 C8 D8. I hope you understand. See this part, last part. 16 G8 H7 divided by, apply this cube on all the numbers, minus 2 cube on G cube and on square. Remaining part of this question, if I rub this, see remaining part. 16 G8 H7 divided by. What is minus 2 cube? Minus cube is minus. 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2, 8. Power to the power are multiplied. 3 3s are 9. H square to 3. Power to the power multiplied. 2 3s are 6. This is 16 divided by minus 8. G8. This is G8 divided by G9. So 8 minus 9. This is H7. This is H6. 7 minus 6. So 8 2s are 16. The answer is minus 2. G is. What is the answer of 8 minus 9? 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Because we have to write sign of the bigger number. The answer is minus 1. H7 minus 6 is 1. If the answer is power positive 1, so no need to write positive 1. But you must write minus 1 if you have. If you have minus 1. So final answer would be 2H upon G. Student, when you see the question, simplify the following. You always give the answer. Positive indices. What is positive indices? The positive power. In this case, we have negative power G minus 1. So how to convert negative power to positive power? Just make the given negative power. If you see negative power in numerator, it can convert into positive if you make into denominator. So G minus 1 convert to G positive 1 if you make this G minus 1 into denominator. And similarly, if you see the denominator sign is minus, so you can convert into numerator to become positive. Okay. So this is our question number 7. The last question is, you can see last question, question number 8. Very easy question. And same question is, simplify each of the following. See part A. 2a square upon b multiply by a upon b square to the power 2. It's very easy, student. 2a square upon b. Apply which law? This law. Apply this 2 on a and this 2 on b square. So this is a2 and this is b2 2. 2a square upon b, same. A whole square is a square. Power to the power is always multiply. So b2 into 2, b4. And final answer 2a square and this is a square. Both bases are multiplied. If bases are same, then powers will be added. 2 plus 2, 4 upon this is b power 1, because if nothing then 1. b1 plus 4, b5. And this is your final answer. I hope you understand. See next part. Next part is, I can take part C. Part C is 3e 3 upon f square to the power 4 divided by 27e9 upon f11 to the power, no, there is no power. Student, this is very easy. First, apply this 4 in whole bracket. Apply this 4 on each and every individual term. So if you apply 4 on 3, you will get 3 to the power 4. Apply this 4 on E3. Apply this 4 on F square. Okay? And this 27, E9, F11 would be same, because there is no power. 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4 is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3 is a 9. 9 3 is a 27. 27 3 is a 81. So the answer is 81. E power. Power to the power is always multiply. 3 4 is a 12. F power to the power is multiplied. 2 4 is a 8 divided by 27 E9 upon F11. Okay. Next part. Next step, sorry. This is 81. So 81 divided by 27. You can write divide sign in terms of fraction. This is E12 divided by E9. So we apply second law, minus 9 upon this is F8, this is F11. So the answer is F8 minus 11. 27 cancelled by 81, because 81 upon 27 is 3. 12 minus 9 is 3. 8 minus 1 is minus 3, because we write sign of the bigger number. So final answer is 3 E cube F3, because what I told you, if you see the answer, simplify the following, you always give the answer in positive indices. So in this case, the denominator is minus, so we convert this denominator into numerator. So this is our final answer. One more part of this question is D. G square upon H cube to the power 6 divided by minus 3 g5 upon 2h square whole power 3. It's very easy question, students. Just apply this 6 on each and every individual term. So g26 h36 divided by, here we have to apply 3 on each and every term, minus 3 cube g5 3 upon 2 3 h square 3. Next part is, our next part is g. Power to the power is always multiply. 2 6 are 12, 3 6 are 18 divided by minus 3 cube. You know, student, minus 3 cube is minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3. Minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 is minus 27. Minus 27 g. 5 3s are 15 upon 2 power 3 is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. H 2 3s are power to the power is multiply 6. So g 12. This is g15 minus 15. Okay, student? Upon this is h18 and this is h6. And what about this minus 27 upon 8? So you just write divided by, you can also write this, wait, g 1 minus 3 and h 12 okay 27. So the final answer is g 12 minus 15 upon h 18 minus 6 divided by minus 27 upon 8. I don't touch this minus 27 and this 8 for a while. So the final answer is g 12 minus 15 is minus 3, h 18 minus 6 is 12, and this minus 27 upon 8 divided by becomes minus 8 upon 27. And now final answer is minus 8 upon 27 h12 g3 answer. I repeat again, student, if you have divide sign and if you want to convert this divide sign into multiply sign, so you just convert the denominator into numerator and numerator into denominator. So this is divide sign. I converted this divide sign into multiply sign. So I wrote minus 8 upon 27. And in this case, because this is g minus 3 and we always give the answer in positive indices, so we make this numerator into denominator. So this is minus 8, this is h12, this is 27. So your final answer is minus 8 upon 27 h12 g3. Finish question number 8 and finish exercise 4.8 today. Student, kindly do practice more and more and more. We will continue this chapter number 4 and we will start exercise 4b in next class. You have to do all remaining questions, and if you have any difficulty, you can ask me, I will help you. You can write in comment box. Student, never forget to subscribe my channel, share my videos, like my videos, and share my videos to your other friend as well. And never miss any class. Okay students, see you in next class.